Vaseline, and this is something that I absolutely always travel with. If you have a neutral kind of brownish blush, it's crazy what you can do with an eyeshadow. Like to use in a multi-purpose way are makeup wipes, if this is something you travel with regularly. So you can also use your mascara. It's awesome. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about multitasking products, and I thought this would be a good video to post this time of year because a lot of people are traveling, so you may be looking to reduce the number of things you pack in your bag, or you may get somewhere and go, oh no, I forgot, and fill in the blank. So these are just a few of the ones that I have come up with, that I have used, that I really cannot live without, and have saved me a couple different times. So I definitely, if you have any that you have run across in your experience, include those down below. I'd love to hear some of the ones that you've come up with. I think it's great to share those things in the comments below. So let me get started real quick. So the first product I'm going to share is Vaseline. And this is such a great multitasking beauty product anyway. I like to use it on my lips, on my cuticles, sometimes on the heels of my feet. So this is one thing that can do multiple products. You can even, if you're really dry skin, could also use it as a moisturizer, so, or a makeup remover. So really a versatile product. I really absolutely will not be without this. So depending on the shade, you could also use a blush as an eyeshadow. You know, it really will depend on the color of the blush you have, but if you have a neutral kind of brownish blush, you could absolutely use that as an eyeshadow as well. And if you, in case you're wondering, this is NARS Lovejoy. So another great multitasker is eyeshadows. And just because it says eyeshadow doesn't mean it can only be used on the eyes. And you know, I'm going to hold up this Naked Basics as a great example of an eyeshadow that can do multiple things. And, you know, it's crazy what you can do with an eyeshadow. You can use this obviously for its intended purpose as an eyeshadow, but you could also use, say, this color as a contour. Here you can use this obviously as a liner, and you can also use you know, like one of these shades to fill in your brows, you know, or any other, as long as it's a matte shade or a matte palette, to use that as a brow color. So that's great. And if you have a nice shimmery color in that palette, you can use it as a highlighter as well. So sometimes your eyeshadow palette can fill in the gaps when you're traveling really nicely. So something else I really like to use in a multi-purpose way are makeup wipes. And you know, obviously you use them to remove your makeup, but one of the things that I use them for, and I use this every day, is I use them to spot clean my brushes. And when you're traveling, if you're gone for a long time, your brushes could get pretty grody, and you may not have the time to wash them. I mean, you certainly could wash them with some shampoo, but as a quick spot cleaner, you just rub them right here on the wipe and get that excess product out, and it just freshens them up for the next time you want to use them. You know, I use this every day, pretty much, to spot clean my brushes in between uses, because, you know, you don't want to dip this brush in a lighter color and went, oh, I forgot, I used a dark color last time. So this is a really handy thing at home and when you're traveling. So the next thing I want to talk about is bronzer. So, you know, your bronzer can be used also as an eyeshadow, depending if it's not too orangey. If it's the right shade, you can also use it as a bronzer, and particularly to line the lower lash line, it can really bring out blue and green eyes. It really can help emphasize them in a really gorgeous way. So you can use this as an eyeshadow or just in a crease color. Say you bring a palette with you and there's really not a great crease color and you're like, oh, I forgot, this palette doesn't have a great crease color. Oh, but I brought my bronzer. I can use that. So I've done this 100 times. You know, it's great to use a bronzer for that purpose. So check that out. So another thing that you could substitute is you could use a little bit of hairspray on a spoolie and just spray it on and use it to comb through your brows if you've forgotten your brow gel. And it'll help keep them in place nicely. So if this is something you travel with regularly, this is a good substitute for that. So recently I posted a picture on Instagram where I was showing my kind of pared down summer look with just liner and lips. And I didn't have any mascara on or anything like that. I just had a little bit of sunscreen. And one of the things I was using was this color from MAC. This is MAC Red. Yeah, I'm wearing it today. So I used it as a lipstick, but I also, you know, just patted, you know, touched it and rubbed it in and used it as a little bit of blush on my cheeks. So this is probably something your grandmother did, and it works as a nice cream cream blusher if you are caught without one, or say you're out to dinner and you're like, oh my god, where did all my blush go? I'm looking a little pale. And you can go ahead and kind of liven your complexion up a little bit using some lipstick from your tube. So you can also use your mascara as somewhat of an eyeliner, and depending on the brush, you can, you know, if you have this particular mascara, you definitely don't need eyeliner because you can get really, really close to the base of the lashes with it. This is from IT Cosmetics, and it's the Tightline mascara. If you don't have this mascara, but you have a little liner brush, you can easily go ahead and, you know, pick up some liner on your brush and make a nice line on your eyes. So if you've forgotten to bring your liner, you can always dip into your mascara to fill in the gaps there as well. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is concealer. I think concealer can be one of the most versatile products. You can use it as an eyeshadow base, or you can use it as a contour. If you have a darker color concealer, it could be used as a contour. Or if it's the right shade, you can use it to really almost use it like a foundation. And especially during the summer where maybe you don't really need a full face of foundation, you can just use this where you need a little extra coverage. And I really like these kind of crayon versions of concealer for that purpose. They're great for using on your eyelids. They're great for getting in around your nose where so many people have extra redness there, or spot treating certain areas. But don't overlook your concealer if you find yourself gone awry without foundation. Maybe your concealer could fill in the gaps there. And the other thing you can do with concealer is you can use it under the brow bone as like a really neutral brow bone highlighter shade. I use it for that all the time. When I really don't have a great product with me to do that, it's awesome. So I hope you found these little ideas helpful in your travels this summer, and whether you decide to use them and really cut down on the number of products you bring with you, or if you find yourself arriving at your destination, you're like, oh, crud, I forgot to bring fill in the blank. Dig around, you might actually have something already in your makeup kit that you can kind of substitute. Please leave me any other suggestions you have down below. I think this is such an awesome idea, and I'd love to hear what things that you've creatively used to fill in those gaps when you're traveling or have forgotten something at home. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and join me for future videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. And also check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for other postings. I look forward to seeing you soon in my next video. Bye-bye!